Good afternoon, happy stampers, and good morning to my friends in Canada. How is everybody? My name is Judy Anderson from judystamps.com, and I am an independent demonstrator from the United States. If you're watching me on my Facebook, welcome, and if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any time that I come on. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you give thumbs up, hearts, comment. Let me know where everybody's coming from and share this with your friends. Okay, so Eden's Garden Suite. I'm going to tell you guys, this is such a fun suite to work with. It is gorgeous. It's got very simple, distinctive images in it, and I am finding that I can use this so many different ways. I have been playing with it this last week and have done a couple of swaps and done some for my classes this month and stuff. So, and I know Diane has been playing with it too, and we can't say enough about it. What I love about this suite is, once again, it's coming up in the January to June mini catalog. This is going to be an early release, and some of the items aren't going to be available when the new catalog comes out. In fact, they're only available while quantities last. And those items are the Ever Eden Designer Series paper, the cotton paper, and the gem. Now, Diane's gotten her gems already. Mine haven't arrived yet. I was hoping to have them by today because I wanted to use them, but I didn't. So, I'm going to substitute. And like I said, what I am loving about this suite is it goes with so many different things that we already have or that we want out of the annual catalog. In fact, today I am going to be showing you guys some products that you can mix with this suite that look gorgeous. Good morning or afternoon, Janet. And hello, Diane. So I'm going to switch the views. Let's hope that I do this right. I'm just, you know what? I thought I was better at it in the beginning, and it just seems that as I go on longer, I goof up more. So we are going to add me.
Let me get me on, and I'm gonna mute that. Okay, there we go. So we are here, right? So I'm moving my phone out of the way because I don't like the feedback and I can't turn it all the way off. So the Eden's Garden has 10 stamps in it. It has 5 images and 5 sentiments in it. And these aren't sentiments that you see a whole lot before. That's what I love about these. Oops, you know what? Hang on. So I'm hoping that helps. Okay, that helps me a little bit. Hopefully it helps you guys too. And, it's got dear friend, how are you? Sending hugs. In fact, we're going to use this dear friend, how are you? And like Diane, a lot of times I don't put sentiments on my cards until I get ready to send them. But these are versatile enough. I think that they can go, you can go ahead and, stamp some of them up ahead of time, because even dear friend, how are you? You could put happy birthday on the inside. The dies. I am going to tell you, I have got a couple ideas for these dies, but I haven't played with them because I've had too much fun playing with this edgelet and this die here and then this little die. So keep an eye out for some ideas using those others. So here is the Ever Eden Designer Series paper. The coordinating colors are very simple. It's Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, and Gold Foil. But I'm throwing a wrench in it today. We are actually going to be using this paper right here today. And I know it's a white background, but for some reason last night when I was cutting my paper, it kind of gave me a hint of mint macaron. So my card base today is going to be mint macaron. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so these are beautiful gold embossed on one side and some fun patterns on the backs. I've used this speckled one is really fun when you combine it with this one over here. I've combined these two already. fun time. So once again, that's only available while quantities last. So you're going to want to order that right away. And the cotton paper. The cotton paper comes in soft succulent and evening evergreen. Now, I want to talk about this paper a little bit. We are using a piece of it today. And some people told me, oh, it looks like just tissue paper. I'm going to tell you, it kind of has the feel of tissue paper, but it's thicker and it's a lot stronger. Okay, so don't let that fool you. One side is a matte finish and the other side has a glossy finish, and you can use either side. Like Diane had showed you yesterday, they did that one bow on the one package using this paper, and that's, you know, a fun thing to do. Not just making cards or scrapbooking. Use it on your 3D items. I'm going to show you a little something different with it today. So here are my pieces. I pre-cut this die out of Evening Evergreen, and we have, I think this is a 3 by 3 square of Evening Evergreen. I have the strip of basic white, which I'm going to stamp on. And here is that cotton paper. I'm using the soft succulent today, and this is like a 3.5 by 3.5 inch piece. Yes, that I cut. And then my card base is just 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25. So it's just your standard base. I was going to do a fun fold today and thought, you know what? Nope. We're just going to keep it simple today. Then the designer series paper. And I'm going to tell you, I could use either side, but I'm having a real hard time not using the gold side just because it's gorgeous. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put these to the side. We have a scrap of basic white here, and I am stamping this large image, and I am doing it in Evening Evergreen. So with it being a distinctive stamp, it is going to have dark spots and light spots. You want to make sure that your ink pad is not inked up too much. You do want it on the drier side. I find that going across my stamp like that upside down gives me a little bit better image. And we're just going to press this down. Okay. Now you can see the dark and highlights. I didn't trim my stamp, and I kind of rocked it a little bit, so you'll see a little bit of a halo there. So I haven't trimmed it yet like Diane did. So we're going to fussy cut this out. I was hoping that they'd have a die for this. But they don't, because the majority of the time you're not going to cut it out. But I just wanted to do this thing with this cotton paper today, and I thought, okay, I'm going to have to cut this. No two ways about it. So we're just moving our paper around, closing our scissors as we go. Go ahead and trim that off. So you get a lot smoother lines when you do it this way, and you can cut it as close or far away as you want. It's not going to make a big difference. You could get all the way down into the inside there, but I'm not going to today. So just trimming this around. And, you know, don't stick just with these colors with this stamp set, you guys. You know, this image would be beautiful in any color. In fact, I've made a couple cards that I will be sharing later, not today, with you, using different colors. And how many of you would have thought, if the colors in this suite weren't soft succulent and the Evening Evergreen, how many of you would have thought to stamp this in green? You know, I have done different flowers, different cards, and I usually coordinate with whatever colors I'm using. And one time I made this card, and I used blue leaves, and I don't remember which blue. I just remember they were blue leaves, and everybody commented on how they would never have thought to use blue leaves with it, but it went. Okay, so we have this image. It's just going to stay just like it is. We have our cotton paper. Now, what I'm going to do, if you remember years ago, we had a product, and it was called mulberry paper, and we would cut and shred it and stuff. I'm doing a similar technique with this. So I don't need to keep this on here. I could if I wanted, but I just want to see kind of what size. So I am just going to tear. Now, if you want it raggedy, I'm going to tell you, it definitely has a grain, because when I do it that way, it does tear pretty easily and straight. But see, when I am cutting or tearing against the grain, how it is jagged. And I want a little bit of that jagged edge. In fact, if it's not jagged enough, I'm going to show you a little trick. Because see how that's going straight? And I just don't want it straight. I do want it jagged. And it's just easier to do that way. Okay, I just want to make sure that it's bigger than my image. And it is. Okay, I'm going to pull in my silicone mat, a sponge, my green glue, my multi-purpose liquid glue, and our gold flakes. Okay, I'm just going to unscrew this lid. I'm not opening it up yet because it does have a tendency of flying all over. What I want to do with this is I'm going to crinkle this up. Now, if you guys are thinking, Judy, we could just do this with cardstock. Yeah, you can, but this is such a soft paper. You're going to get all those creaks and crevices and not have to work with it as much. But yet, since it's stronger than tissue paper, it holds up. Okay, we've got that. I want the side crinkled a little bit more. Crazy Judy, right? Okay, so we've got that there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue right here. I am going to open up my gold flakes. And, oh, I don't want a real big piece. Let's see what we can get out of here. Here we go. I want to tear it up a little bit. And it's going to stick to my fingers because I have put hand cream on and I didn't think about this. Okay, so we have some of that tore up. I want little pieces. And you'll see why. Sometimes if you shake this up a little bit, the little flakes from the sides will go into your lid. In fact, that's how I got this idea, is I had a bunch of gold flakes in my lid. And I hate wasting stuff. So I thought, ooh, how can I use that? And voila, you guys will see in just a minute. So I just want to move those around a little bit. I don't want them all bunched up in one spot because we'll pick them all up in one spot and we don't want that. Let's get this one here. Maybe shred it up a little bit. Okay. As you can see, it sticks. I'm setting that one to the side. Okay. Yeah, did you guys see that? I just stuck my lid on my liquid glue. Okay, you can give me smiley faces because that's a silly thing to do. Okay, I'm just dabbing my sponge in the glue and I'm going to dab it onto my piece. And I'm just going around the edges because that's what we're going to see. Okay, take my lid. I'm going to turn this upside down and press. And I'm just going to keep turning it and turning my paper as I go. And I just want to pick that all up. Okay, we have that on there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my fingers and I just want to spread that around. If you had a brush, you could use a paintbrush. Let's get some over here. So you're going to get that pieces folded over. That's fine. But this is kind of the effect. Now, if you want some more gold, I just kind of slide my fingers up the side. And I like that finer gold dust, pixie dust, fairy dust. And there we go. I just want a little bit more on this side right here. And it's going to stick to the glue that's still wet. And let's see. My glue wasn't still wet in there. Okay, so we have this piece, and that's going to back that. Let's move this away, and let's close this up. Our next task is going to be stamping, and we are going to use the Evening Evergreen again. And I'm going to stamp, Dear Friend, How Are You? And I am going to tell you, I need to cut this down even farther. So I need to make, let's see if we can get this straight on here. See? Woo! I did it. Sorry if I screeched in your ears. That excites me when I do it straight. I don't have to do it again. Okay, taking our mini paper trimmer that could have gotten a couple years ago if you when you joined my team or Diane's team. We do not sell these. But boy, those of you that joined during that special, I know you are loving this cutter. Okay, let's get this straight. Okay, hold it down, trim it off. I think that just may be narrow enough. Let's check. I'm trying to cut it to fit onto that just a little bit more. So I've got to cut off the other side. And, oh, you can see. So I am just lining this up to that cutting edge. Put it down here where I can see it a little bit better. There we go. And that's what I love this trimmer for, is just those trimming of those little pieces. I could have done it in my large trimmer also. Okay, so we have all our pieces. So let's get our card over here. And we are going to go ahead and adhere our cotton paper to our square. And I am going to do it this way. And I don't necessarily want it to be up. I want it not to go with the square. So it is kind of rectangular, but that's okay. This is going to go this way, and we're going to put this on, but we are going to pop this up. I just think that this needs to be popped up. How many of you guys, let me know, use your gold foiling, the gilded leafing? That is one of my favorite products. But I like doing artsy things. So if you get in a mood to be artsy, that's a product that you should have in your stash. Okay, we are going to have this way. Okay, and we are going to put this onto our front. We're not going to attach it yet. So we're just going to put this right on here, and I'm just laying it right flat. And then we're going to put on this. But now I'm only going to put some mini dimensionals. And when I do it, I am going to put it right down the center of this. And you're going to see why in a second. And I am using the black. And the reason why I'm using the black is because this is a dark color. And you don't see the dimensionals as much when they're dark on dark cardstock. So don't think you just use those with basic black. I use them with all of my dark. Now I'm going to go down a little bit here and just put it on. Okay, so we've got our evening evergreen ribbon. We're going to put a strip of that across. So let me go ahead and put my adhesive on here. We're going to put this across. Now, I did try the soft succulent against this designer series paper, and it just didn't show up as well. So now that we have that on there, now we're going to go ahead and adhere it to our card base, I should say. Let's get this on here. I just love when all our products coordinate, don't you guys? It makes my job so easy. It makes me look so professional. Now look at that. So that is on mint macaron. So by putting it lighter, it actually casts the shadow, not really a shadow, but it tricks your eye into thinking that this background is a little bit, ooh, it's kind of out of focus. Ooh, nobody said anything. There, is that better? Ooh, hang on a second. I'm going to flip off my other light. There, that seems to be better. And that makes it worse. There we go. I don't know why my lighting's so bad today. But, so we're not done with this yet. We're going to take and adhere this down here onto this strip. I think it's because it's kind of the sun's finally peeking out here. It's been kind of a gloomy day. Okay, so we have those products. Now, we also have the Expressions in Ink and Firma pack. Okay, this is a pack, and this is going to glare at you guys, of gold cutouts. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, I could cut out some gold from the die that it comes with, but why bother when I already have these and I can make my work so much easier. So I am just going to take out all these leaves. And we'll see what we're going to use. And these little berries. These reminded me of this paper. Also, if you look at some of your other dies out of the annual catalog, there's some other dies that will go beautifully with this. And look at this. You know, we could have even done this in the background. We could cut it and put it bigger. Ooh, that's kind of a fun idea. Okay, this is a piece that's coming out of these frames. I may incorporate this in this card. Don't you love it when you are creating something and something like this happens? It just makes me so happy. So these are pieces that were left over, and we could actually put those onto here. Oops. My fingers are tacky. Put those onto here like that. So you get that look. I'm going to put those to the side right now, though. We're going to work with these leaves. So I want to tuck some of these in right here. So I am just going to take my liquid glue and glue some in. And how easy. The work's done for you. You don't have to sit there and try to cut out. I love easy. Okay, and let me see. Let's tuck this one, if it'll tuck under there, underneath, just like that. Grab I don't want to use all the same on up there. Let's put just a little bit of glue. You know, if I squeeze this, it's really going to come out. There we go. And we'll put this one underneath just the flower, like that. Glue that right there. And then I think we'll take this one and glue it at the bottom. Now this is pulling out all that gold in that paper. I'm going to go ahead and use this one in this other corner. I don't have to use as many rhinestones or embellishments on this one because of all the gold I have. Oh my gosh. So we're just going to put this one right here, peeking out just like that. So look at all that gold bling on there. Okay, but we're not done yet. Oh no. Our Genial Gems, I think, go beautiful with this suite. Once again, these are found in your annual catalog. So I'm going to take a large gem. Oh, look at, I have a pearl on the end there. And another one. And then I'll take a small one here because I'm only using 3 for right there. No 5 today. So look at all that bling on that card. I am going to get back to my phone and let's put me back into the stream.
Okay, there we go.
Oops, I didn't remove myself, right? So, oh, it doesn't look as bad. So here is the card, you guys. There we go. So look at all that. Now I could have taken off some of these leaves, but this just gives you an idea on what you can do with this suite and all those other products in the annual catalog. So don't forget, you can order this beginning November 2nd. And some of the products are available while quantities last, but the stamp set and the die will carry over to the January to June mini catalog, but you guys don't want to wait. You know, you're going to want to get it right away. So I hope you guys enjoy today. And until next time, everybody, happy stamping. Bye-bye.